Look at them down there. The romantics and the dreamers, taking strolls down the Champs-Élysées, drinking wine at the curbside bistros, climbing hand in hand to the top of the Eiffel Tower, exchanging furtive kisses, pledging undying love. Idiots. The world is going to hell in a handbasket, and they're coating it in a worthless romantic veneer, projecting illusions and delusions on the cold, cruel facts. Well, you all keep skipping merrily onward to oblivion. Me, I'm going to do something to save every last one of you, and this planet you're destroying. I hope.
What's new, Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. You're gonna solve that mystery. I see you, Scooby-Doo. The trail leads back to you. What's new, Scooby-Doo? Don't look back. You may find another clue. The Scooby snacks will be waiting here for you. What's new, Scooby-Doo?
Did I tell you how much I hate crowds? Especially the sweaty, smelly kind.
You're getting a little ripe yourself, Fred.
My point exactly.
You have a point? All you've been doing since we got here is complain.
Correct, and I'm very good at it. I still don't get it, Daphne. What's the point of us being trampled by a bunch of off-the-grid granola-snorting weirdos?
Some of these weirdos are genuine visionaries. Men and women who come here from all over the world to discuss ways to stop our planet from self-destructing.
Oh look, there are some visionaries now. Writhing naked in the mud, screaming obscenities in Esperanto.
You listen to me, Fred Jones. We are here because things happen at the Blazing Man Festival. Big, crazy, unexpected things. And that's just what our audience is looking for.
You mean the audience that abandoned us in droves 2 years ago?
We'll get them back.
Please. We got bounced from the prime time on a major network to the 4 a.m. slot. The Knitting Channel. Our entire audience is 6 insomniac old ladies who don't even know how to work a remote. You don't think it's time to face the fact that Daphne Blake's mysterious mysteries is history?
If you don't have any faith in our show, why are you even here?
Because I have faith in you, Daph, and I think that it's time that we move on to bigger and better things.
This show is my life, and I'm gonna get it off life support and back on top of the ratings. Or die trying.
A tad melodramatic, don't you think?
Melodrama is ratings. Now, are you with me? Or do I need to find a new cameraman?
I'm with you. I'm always with you. You think you know that by now?
Well, come on then. We've got to track down our informant.
Who is this mysterious informant? And what does she have to tell us that is so important?
You'll see.
You have no idea, do you?
Not really. But our whistleblower said that she had information that was vital to the survival of her planet.
In other words, a nutcase.
Hey! Check it out! It's the house of the low-rent mystery show on the Knitting Channel. I watch it sometimes when I'm visiting Nana. She has a hard time sleeping and... Are you even listening to me? Come on, Scooby. Don't be like this. I'd put my job on the line taking you out of the complex for a walk. We've got to keep a low profile. If I put the headset on you, you're gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Everybody around here is gonna be staring at you.
What? Me?
Okay. I see your point. One pair of emoji goggles coming up. Sit still, though. I want to make sure that the interface is firing just right. There we go. Cyberware activated. Let me make sure that the receivers and my contact lenses are linked. And... perfecto! Now let's say the two of us grab some grubski. Like, I think I saw a stall back there with Indian food. Chinese?
Oh,
Pizza, huh?
pepperoni.
Hey, it's your special day out. You name it, I'll eat it. I mean, let's face it. My culinary standards aren't exactly high.
Dr. Dinkley,
Yes, Mr. Barry?
that hipster doofus has one of the subjects on the outside again.
Which hipster doofus? And which subject?
Have a hairy one?
Are you talking about the dog or the man?
The man. Although the way that guy Rogers eats, it's hard to tell the difference.
Oh, Rogers.
That means he's with number 24602, the one we call Scooby-Doo?
Let them go for now. When they get back, make it clear to Mr. Rogers that his behavior will not be tolerated.
But that's what we told him last time. I really think we should get a team out there and
And run the risk of exposure? Right now they look like two more colorful figures in a crowd of thousands.
But-
Rogers may be a doofus, but he's a gentle, good-hearted doofus. And so is the dog. Your team will only exacerbate the situation.
But
End of conversation. I'll be in my quarters. Do not disturb me for the next hour, or you'll be out of a job before Rogers is.
Shall I accompany you, Dr. Dinkley?
No, thank you, Mr. Colton. I'm quite capable of finding my way. And the last thing I want is one of you goons following me. After all, I'm about to betray the complex and everyone in it. But if that's what's needed in order to save the world from an unparalleled disaster, then it's exactly what I'm going to do. Of course, if they catch me, it will be the end of my career, and probably my life. But what does my one life matter if every life on Earth is at stake? Well, actually, my life matters a lot. I've grown fond of breathing and waking up in the morning, and I can't believe I'm talking out loud to myself at a facility with listening devices everywhere! Come on, Velma. Clear your mind. Focus. And get up there before your fear gets the better of you.
The nutcase is late.
By 2 minutes, Fred. She'll be here.
You spoke to the woman once, for 10 minutes. Why do you believe her?
Because of the conviction in her voice. She's onto something, Fred. Something vital. I can tell.
And the person this whistleblower chose to reveal this vital information to is the host of a low-rated basic cable television show?
Hey, before I launched Mysterious Mysteries, I was a Pulitzer Prize-winning reporter.
You never won a Pulitzer.
No, but I could have, if I wanted to stay in the world of mainstream journalism. But they traffic in lies, distortions, feeding the masses comforting myths while the power mongers get richer and...
I've heard this 1,000 times before. And it's not that I disagree with you, but don't you think we can make more of a difference if you were working inside the mainstream instead of...
I've heard that 1,000 times before, and the answer is still no. Listen to me, Fred. I know that beneath that self-doubting, mildly neurotic exterior lies the heart of a lion. You're a brave man, and I believe that together we can...
Ah! Mole people!
Mole people?
Don't you remember that episode that we did about that lost civilization at the Earth's core? Man, I still have nightmares about those creepy little guys with their big eyes and...
Mole people?
I guess maybe I panicked. Just a little.
Mole people.
Like, what do you mean it's made with tofu cheese and no tomato sauce?
And rice crust, brother. Completely gluten-free.
But that's not pizza. That's... I don't know what that is.
I guarantee, brother, that you and your canine companion will love it.
And if I don't, do I get my money back?
Of course not.
Thanks, brother.
Yuck. Please don't make me eat that.
Sorry, buddy. It's the closest thing to pizza around here. Yeah, it does smell like poop. And who'd know better than you? Hey, don't get your hackles in an uproar. It was just a joke. Although, to be honest, you do spend a lot of time sniffing other dogs' butts. Scoob? Hey, buddy, get back here. Scooby? Ah, jeez. Who knew Great Danes were so sensitive?
Lady, Lady, come on, wake up.
You really think slapping her is going to help?
It works in movies.
You already hit her in the head with a camera. Please don't make it worse. I cannot believe this. I came here looking for a revelation, and we're going to end up with assault charges instead.
I was protecting you.
From mole people.
Hey, mole people bite.
Mole people aren't real.
Can I say something?
What?
You two really suck at hellos.
I'm so sorry. You see, I thought you were a mole person and...
Forget it. It's been one of those days. Wait, you thought I was what?
Never mind him.
With pleasure. You're Daphne Blake, correct?
Right, and we...
Werewolf!
That's not a werewolf. I don't think.
He must have read the field emanators from my glasses and perceived you as a threat.
That doesn't sound good. Get behind me, Daph. I won't let that monster near you.
Scooby, heal.
Scooby?
Okay.
Scooby! Scooby-Doo! Where are you? Oh, there you are. What were you thinking running off like that? And, huh? Dr. Dinkley?
Your last name is Dinkley?
That's the least of our problems.
Why are you out here, Doc? You never leave the complex. And what are you doing with the smoking hot babe from Mysterious Mysteries?
First of all, I find the phrase smoking hot babe profoundly offensive. Second of all, if you got a pen and paper, I'd be delighted to give you an autograph.
Autographs? Are you insane?
Not insane. Just egotistical. Although the truth is, in order to make it in television, you need to have a healthy ego or...
Quiet! Don't you understand that Rogers holds our lives in his hands?
I do?
If he informs his superiors that I'm out here meeting with you, then...
Hey, you know me better than that, Doc. So, maybe if you tell me why you're out here, I can help.
Well, alright then. Let's head down into the complex.
What is this place?
It was created as the doorway to hope. But now, Mr. Jones, I'm afraid that it's become the doorway to hell.
Doorway to hell? What are you talking about, Doc? It's just a low-level military research facility, right? I mean, the work with Scoob and the other dogs is
a distraction. A side project for the government that helps fund Project Elysium.
Project what?
So this place isn't military.
The complex is a privately funded group of concerned scientists. 4 of them, to be precise.
Concerned about what?
The ultimate survival of the human race.
That's a pretty broad agenda. Care to explain?
I will, when we get down to the safe zone.
There's no place in the complex called the safe zone.
You're a dog trainer, Mr. Rogers. There are so many things about this place you don't know.
Call me Shaggy. All my friends do.
According to your personal records, your first name is Norville. And I'm not your buddy.
What's all this about, Dinkley? Why did you call us?
Read it for yourself.
Random papers on a clipboard?
The 4 made very sure that nothing about the true nature of their work was entered into any computer in the complex.
Sounds kinda paranoid.
Sounds extremely paranoid, and with good reason. Do you know what I went through to get my hands on this information? To expose it?
What exactly is your position here, Doc?
That doesn't matter. What matters is the truth.
This can't be authentic.
Oh, I assure you it is.
Nanites disperse across the world like a contagion?
Nanites? Aren't those microscopic machines?
Correct. And these particular machines root unseen in their human hosts, transforming them.
Into what?
That is the question. The 4's original intention was to essentially infect humanity with a technovirus,
Infect us?
restructuring and rebuilding our species so that...
Hang on just 1 minute. I've been working here for 3 years. I've seen every inch of this place. There's no safe zone. No secret scientists. No hidden nanite laboratory. The complex develops enhanced technology for Uncle Sam, like the headgear Scooby's wearing. You see, my buddy here's a smart dog prototype, and...
What he is a failure.
Don't call him that.
You know as well as I do, Mr. Rogers, that Scooby was our first attempt at the smart dog. But he lacked both killer instincts and intelligence that the government required.
Of course he doesn't have killer instincts. Scoob's a sweetheart. And have you heard him talk? How can he say he's not intelligent?
We implanted computer chips that simulate the language centers of the dog's brain. Some of the subjects converse with more skill than you do. Yet Scooby's verbal skills have hardly advanced beyond a toddler's. He's a sweet dog, but as far as the program goes, he's a catastrophe.
I think you're the catastrophe, Doc. You don't have any secret information to share, do you? You're just some loony trying to get attention for herself. And it's high time someone calls security to come and take you away. I'll probably get in more trouble just for letting these so-called reporters in here.
So-called?
But Shaggy's gotta do what Shaggy's gotta... Wait a minute. Where are we? I've never seen this area before.
Of course you haven't. It's restricted. As I told you before, Rogers, you're just a dog trainer. You don't know anything.
Wait. You're saying that everything you told us about this nanite plague is true?
Sadly, it is. Welcome to the heart of the Project Elysium. Welcome to the safe zone.
Zoinks!
That's one way of putting it.
But where is everybody?
Gone for the day, leaving just a skeleton staff, which is why this was the perfect time to sneak you in. I hope you're getting all of this, Mr. Jones.
Every inch of it. But why is it called the safe zone?
Because your group of concerned scientists will be locked away here, safe and sound, while those nanites complete their work.
Precisely.
But what kind of work? You said the nanites were gonna transform humanity? How?
The original intent of Project Elysium was to weed out man's baser instincts. Greed, anger, the urge to violence. Providing the biological template for a more abundant and peaceful world.
Original intent?
It ballooned considerably beyond that.
And you'd know, wouldn't you, Dr. Dinkley?
What do you mean?
According to these documents, she was one of the teams that dispersed the tech virus from key points on the planet. London, Paris, Mumbai, Moscow, Beijing, and the nanites were self-replicating, spreading quickly to every corner of the globe.
Project Elysium was created to save the world. It just didn't work out that way.
Isn't it time you told us what happened?
Well, for a start, I realized that the four scientists that ran the complex may have had another agenda.
Meaning?
They weren't just weeding out the negatives in human nature. They were breeding in a kind of passivity.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh indeed. I learned too late that their intention was to pacify the world population. You have to understand that their motives were pure. They sincerely wanted to end war and hunger, to restore a biosphere in collapse and...
Their motives were pure? I'm sure Hitler felt the same way.
Don't you understand? That's why I called you. I want to stop it before...
Stop it? But it's already been done. The nanites have been released.
So, why haven't we all turned into sheeple? Ready for our benevolent overlords to give us our marching orders.
Because the virus is still dormant. It won't activate until the four, and only the four, key in the activation protocol.
So you and your friends wait out the transformation in this micro-sealed chamber, and then when the nanites have done their job, you just rise up and take over the planet of docile slaves? That's your plan for saving the world?
It wasn't my plan. It was theirs. I just...
Following orders?
Hey, back off. You wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for Dr. Dinkley. So instead of ragging on her, we should be working out a way to stop this mess.
And how do we do that?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Well, that's painfully obvious.
Well, Daff, looks like you got the big story you were looking for. Too bad the world as we know it's gonna end. Or you'd be a rating sensation again.
Was that a joke?
Uh-huh. Not funny?
Okay, Dinkley. If there's a way to stop it, you better tell us right now, before...
What is that?
Ruh-oh.
This can't be happening.
What can't?
The nanites. They've been activated.
But you said only the four could do that.
That's right.
Then how?
I don't know. But we got thousands of failsafes in place to prevent this very thing. Maybe it's not the activation protocol. Maybe it's just a malfunction, a glitch in the program that's making it seem like the nanites are online.
And if it's not?
Then Scooby's not the failure here. I am.
Where are you going, Doc?
To run a global diagnostic on the nanites. If they have been activated, there may be a way to shut it down.
Like, maybe you could shut down that alarm first, before we all go deaf?
If Elysium isn't stopped, then deafness will be the least of our problems. I just want you all to know how sorry I am. I didn't mean for this to happen. I just wanted to do something that mattered. Something to change the world for the...
Better?
Did you do that, Doc?
No. The power's gone out in the entire complex.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I wish I knew, Miss Blake. I wish I knew.